One day, there were three gods: Odin, Honai, and Loki, and they were traveling. They came across the dwarf son of the king, who was shapeshifted as an otter. The three gods thought the fur of the otter was beautiful and wanted it for themselves. So Loki killed the otter, not knowing it was the son of the king. They skinned the otter with a stone. And later that day, the gods went to the king's dwelling and showed off the otter's skin. The king of dwarves recognized the skin as being the hide of his son and demanded justice. The king seized the gods and held them captive, while Loki was sent to gather ransom. Loki was to have the otter's skin stuffed with gold as reparations for killing the otter. But Loki remembered about another dwarf who was rich. The dwarf Andvari, meaning careful one in Old Norse, used to live underneath a waterfall and had the power to change himself into a fish at will. Andvari had lots of gold and a magical ring that helped him become wealthy. Loki captured Andvari with a net and stole his gold and magic ring. So Andvari cast a curse on the gold and ring that would destroy whoever possessed them. Loki did not care because he wasn't going to keep the treasure. It would be used to pay the king of dwarves for Odin and Honai's ransom. The cursed treasure had the king killed by his son. His son became greedy and went into the wilderness to keep the fortune, later turning into a dragon to guard his treasure. His brother, the king's other son, had him killed by a known hero, Sigurd. After killing the king's son, he was now a dragon. So he drinks the blood, gaining the ability to understand birds. The birds advise Sigurd to kill the king's son, who he was hired by, because he was plotting Sigurd's death. So the known hero beheads the son and keeps the magical ring and treasure for himself. Sigurd gives the ring to his wife, who also falls under the curse. She kills Sigurd. Then the treasure falls into the hands of King Gunnar. However, he realizes there's something wrong with the treasure, so he hides it in a cave where it remained forgotten for a long, long time. Years later, Andvari discovers the cave and finds his lost, hidden gold. But the magic ring was lost forever. Legend says he spent the rest of his life in search of the lost magical ring. Thank you for listening. This is Liquid Light.